can't mess that riff up. Come on. So, what is going on? It's your boy, Matt Horn. I need to start posting more. I say that a lot in my videos. I really do. So, I guess if you saw the title of this live stream, today marks the 37th anniversary of Dave Mustaine being fired from Metallica. Now, just wow, I mean, 37 years. It's been 37 years. I can't believe it. Really, I can't. You're just wasting time now. So, I thought I might play some Megadeth riffs and some Metallica riffs and just kind of chat a little bit about whatever. Like, Dave Mustaine getting kicked out of Metallica, forming Megadeth. I gotta cut my nails again, it's that time. I always wait forever though. So, let's just dive right into, I guess, where it all began. Why just cut to the chase, man? So that was Hit the Lights. Of course, it's the first song that Metallica had ever wrote. I guess I should take a look at the comments. There's nothing in the chat history. Like, nobody watches my channel anymore. Like, I go to do a live stream and, like, nobody joins. And I guess, if you guys notice, my hair is curly today. I stopped using my flat iron for about a week now. Trying to reduce damage. Just imagine if I could hold my guitar like this. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, I thought about selling this guitar right here. This is a pretty small guitar for me. It's pretty cool though, isn't it? I'm selling it on Let Go for 110 bucks. It's a pretty good guitar. So it sounds nice. It plays nice. Meant for someone with smaller hands. My hands are small enough as it is. I got a friend who has an acoustic guitar. Kind of reminds me of the size, you know? I mean, because of the size of the fretboard and everything. I'm gonna divulge any names though. So like Dave Mustaine. Come on, let's keep trying, man. God, I'm trying to do that one solo in this Go Beneath the Skin, but like it's a lot harder than the way I played it. He does like a lot of pentatonic stuff, which is kind of cool. Pretty cool actually. You know, David Ellefson, the bass player, actually tried to join Metallica, I think twice. Yeah, twice. Just imagine David Ellefson being in Metallica. It's like, wow. I guess I'll play a riff from their debut. What song should I play? God, like he makes it hard, you know. He just like writes the hardest songs. So we are the chosen ones. Oh! God, killing is my business, and business is good. It's good. Killing is my business, and business is good. You know, the first song that Mustaine actually wrote on his way back to LA it was originally called like the name of the band Megadeth. Like it was originally called that, but like later he changed it to Set the World Afire, which actually appeared on the third record, So Far So Good So What. So I mean, not exactly a compatible song. I mean, it's a good song for the record, but like, God, just imagine if it was on their debut, like what it would sound like. And they've played it in early shows. Guess I can do a little preview. So yeah, that was pretty much it. God, if we can get some viewers on this thing, that'd be nice. So, anyway, Mustaine gets back to his apartment, and I guess a couple months later, there's this one kid who's living beneath him. He's playing his bass guitar. It's running by the Running by the Devil by Van Halen. Thank you. You know, I'm having so many tongue twisters. So like when I went to go say Van Halen, I almost said Iron Maiden. Running by the Devil by Van Halen. And like on an episode of Behind the Music, Dave Mustaine said, you know, I got nothing against Van Halen, but that's the worst bass line to listen to when you're hungover. And like he just throws a flower pot down on Ellison's air conditioner and he yells, "Shut up!" You know. I should probably mention the bass player was David Ellison. Then him and a friend like go up to his apartment, knock on his door. Dave Mustaine opens up. You know, he's got the Dave Mustaine snarl, and he's like, and Ellison's like, "Hey, do you know where we can get some cigarettes?" And then Dave Mustaine's like, "Yeah, down the street, past the liquor store." And then he slams the door right in his face. And then he knocks on the door again, and he's like, "Hey, are you old enough to buy beer?" And then Mustaine's like, "Now you're talking." And so I guess he introduces him to world of thrash metal, and he forms Megadeth with original drummer and guitarist Gar Samuelson and Chris Poland. And the thing is, they actually have that lineup for 4 years before they get fired. But I'll get to that later. And I guess they play some gigs, and they make a demo tape. And Barry Coburn of Combat Records. Here's the demo. Signs Megadeth. Rushes them into the studio, gives them $8,000 to make the record. Wanna know what they spent half of it on? Food and dope. Food and dope. I was like they're using that money to feed themselves and get high. But of course, they do release it in June of 1985, which is kind of cool. There's some really heavy tracks. And that was the mechanics. Metallica did the Four Horsemen, which is a lot similar. Here's what the mechanics sounds like. And this is the Four Horsemen. You know? I mean, Dave Mustaine is an impossible guitar player. He's the most impossible guy. He's so impossible. He can play a guitar solo while singing. I've seen him do it. So, I saw a video during Rude Awakening in 2001. And the DVD was released in 2002, I think. Yeah, 2002. And during Kill the King, he's doing a guitar solo, and he's playing it. I'm not sure how it goes. I'm not the best soloist. I'm not the best shredder. Tell you what I am, though. I'm a guitar player. And I'm giving you the whole history of Megadeth. And Metallica, of course. I mean, maybe not the whole history of Metallica, but everything about Megadeth. I think I might only give you most of this stuff, though. I might get a drink. I gotta learn that song. Maybe I should learn that song too. Leonard Skinner, pretty good band. Which was basically the inspiration for the Four Horsemen. So I know some of you are probably thinking, they ripped off Leonard Skinner. It's not exactly the point that I'm trying to make. guess the thing is, like, the inspiration for that riff. Like, you pretty much get a Leonard Skinner vibe out of it. So, because I guess Metallica pretty much came up with the idea. I guess one of the members was like, maybe we should slow this song down. And then, I mean, they're a fast thrash metal band. Like, I don't know. This soda's got some ice in it. So, this is a mini fridge. I think the coldness is cranked up quite a bit. Out of that, I'm not gonna say it on this live stream. Oh man, Diet Pepsi is like my favorite soda. It's been the same soda. Like, it's been my favorite soda for 10 years. Yeah, it's been like that for 10 years. Like, my favorite soda. So Killing It Was My Business actually did get some good reviews in metal and mainstream magazines. It even sold 100,000 copies at the time. Pretty decent for an independent label release. I mean, Metallica got more releases than that. Excuse me. Oh, I should probably plug my phone in. Doing a live stream seems to drain the battery. So I'll move my stand. Oh, my phone. I don't know if that's a good view. They might be too. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. I don't know. That's good, I guess. But like my charger. Maybe I'll move it over there. Get this box out of the way. It's, I got a big box in here. Pretty cool, I guess. There. Got my drum kit right here. This is only a 10-foot cable, I can't go too far. So, bring my soda over, set it right here on my music stand, right there. Gives me a drink to drink. I love to drink drinks. Not alcoholic beverages though, because I'm only 14. Right? So I guess the album wasn't really good enough for Dave. good. So good! It's got that nice taste to it. It's even better than regular Pepsi.
I mean, some people say, Diet Pepsi's bad for you because it's got like, it's got all these things in it.
It's got stuff, but like, I don't care. At least you're not putting real sugar into your body. So I don't know. Suck at tapping, like tapping on two strings, like TikTok. Okay. Now, I forgot to plug my charger in.
It's why I moved, bro.
Put your pick on my mouth. It's okay. It's plastic. I'm not Eddie Van Halen. I don't get throat cancer from putting picks in my mouth because they're plastic and not metal. Bad idea putting a metal pick in your mouth. Like, who do you think you are? Some guy who wants to die or whatever. I haven't been out since the quarantine. I'm kind of glad because I can't catch the coronavirus, and I'm supposed to stay 6 feet away from people. Like, ow. Like, I just don't know why China had to make such a dangerous disease. Like, when I have kids someday, this is the thing I'm gonna tell them about. Like, they're gonna be like, "Dad, what was 2020 like?" And I'm gonna be like, It was a good time. It was kind of a dangerous time too. It's a very bad time. Get back to the thing. So, I don't want to go through the history of Megadeth too fast, because I want this time to jam. So about the Killing Is My Business tour, Chris Poland didn't do the tour. Another guy by the name of Mike Albert did the tour. And then eventually Chris would come back in and throughout the P-Cells era. Which was kind of cool, I guess. So on through the P-Cells era. So I guess I can play a riff. it up. So, Coburn sells Megadeth's contract to Capitol Records, which is a major label, because like Dave Mustaine was like, you know, I can't get by unless I'm on a major label. So that's what they did. So, I should probably get to the point of Chris and Gar. Chris and Gar are jazz musicians. Like jazz musicians, like heroin. And Gar Samuelson said, "You want to be great, you have to do heroin." Straight out of his mouth. David Ellefson was like looking at him weird, I think. It was like, you know. And Dave Mustaine wanted to be great. So everybody was doing heroin. Especially with cocaine, calling it a speedball. Which was pretty interesting actually. You know, when you mix the stuff together, you're creating a deadly cocktail. They did a cocktail called Speedballs. A lot of people died from it. But that's what they did back then. They... I'm gonna try to play The Conjuring. Such a hard riff. I'm just gonna get to the other riff. I'm not sure if that's how that riff goes, but like I can get to the main riff. needs a lot more practice because that sucked a lot. Ugh. You know, it's been it's good. There's a guy on YouTube that I've subscribed to him for years. My buddy Matt the Riff Master. You know? He just loves riffs. You know, one thing that I would really love from him, like, if he did a cover of The Conjuring by Megadeth, like, I'd love to see him do that Dave Mustaine stretch across the fretboard. Like, I'm gonna try it one more time. That's so hard. So, Peace Cells was released in September of 1986. It's a good album. Lars Ulrich, the drummer of Metallica, was secretly proud of the work that he'd done. Like, he was secretly proud of, like, everything that he's done. I mean, the second record, of course. So I guess the thing is, he was secretly proud of the work he's done in Megadeth. And he didn't really tell anybody at the time, and I almost lost my pick in this event. I don't know. I mean, you can't let people know that you're proud of a guy that you fired. I gotta switch to this outlet right here. Doing that, like bending over like that, does not feel good. Haha. Trying to shred. Oh, we got like no viewers whatsoever, man. Doesn't anybody view this thing? Whatever. I'm gonna keep it going. Maybe I might take a little break from the Megadeth history for a little bit. Tell you guys some stories about my life. I don't want to get too personal though, because I've had some stuff happen in the past couple of months, and I don't want to give that information away on YouTube. Because, well, all my friends know about it, my family knows, my teachers and my counselors know, my principal knows, I mean, my principals, because, I'm actually, I got transferred to another school, about a month ago. Like, it's been about a month and a half. It's, made my debut at my new school on March 3rd, which is kind of cool. My hair's a little messed up. But I'll tell you some other stories. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but like, you ever heard of a Tri-Town Summer Festival? So maybe it was like a month or so, maybe a month and a half or two, or like maybe it was like I think no, yeah, it was a month prior to the festival. I think it was like I think June of last year. My friend got a hold of me. My friend Brad, he got a hold of me, and he asked me if I wanted to do the Tri-Town Summer Festival with him, and I said yes. And he wanted me to learn "Pour Some Sugar on Me" by Def Leppard for the festival, and I said to him, "Okay, yeah, sure." And for some reason, I didn't really learn this song until the last minute. Maybe it wasn't a month. Maybe it was a couple weeks or so. Yeah, a couple weeks to a month. I don't remember exactly when it was, but maybe it was late June, early July. Could have been something like that. I was at his house one time, and he was showing me the trailer that he was gonna use for a parade float. I guess they were gonna dress up funny. It wasn't really much of costumes or anything. My friend Brad was wearing ramen noodle pants. My friend Hayden was wearing a horse mask. Brad's sister was there too. It just kind of, they're all throwing candy at people. I'm just up there playing my guitar. Half the time I'm not even playing Def Leppard. I'm just doing some random stuff. I started off with the national anthem. Part of the national anthem was the Star Spangled Banner. So there's this one kid that was a little bit down the road, and I recognize who she is, and me and her were kind of friends at the time, and I see her and I'm I'm gonna impress her. She loves my guitar playing, so national anthem. So I start with the Star Spangled Banner, and she's looking at me I don't know if she's paying attention or she's I don't know. Then I kind of start not caring about her being there. Now she hates my guts. I guess she just kind of developed a hate for me over time. Maybe she was just starting to get annoyed with me. I never bothered her or anything. So, when I did a Beauty and the Beast last year, maybe it was about 2 months, maybe it was about a month and a half or 2 months after the show, I did a Beauty and the Beast medley, and she liked it. We used to it was my freshman. Right now, I'm finishing up my freshman year, and we used to say hi to each other in the hallway and stuff. And eventually she stopped saying hi to me, and it was like, I don't know. Maybe she just lost interest in me. And, I've made some friends and I've lost friends over time. So, of course, my friend Brad, me and him have had our clashes. We became friends back in 2017, and it wasn't really until like maybe mid to late 2018 when things finally came together between us, because like I remember he used to bully me and stuff. I don't think he was trying to bully me. Maybe he was, I don't know. But I used to get really angry about it, and then people would tell me, calm down, man. And I'm like, it's not my fault. This guy's picking on me. They just wouldn't care, though. Like, God, I really hated it at my old school. Like, I mean, I'm still in the same district. I'm just, I'm part of a program, which is kind of cool. What else? I don't know. But yeah, we used to clash a lot. We still kind of do. But he's my best friend, so like, you know, maybe it has something to do with creative differences. I'm not really sure. Like, I'm pretty interested in getting involved with his hobby, like with his hobbies, like because like he likes to ride dirt bikes and four wheelers with a couple of friends, I guess. Maybe just one friend, but like, I mean, he likes doing it with friends. Like, his friend Elijah is usually the guy he does it with, because he's like he owns a dirt bike himself, and it's a pretty big bike. I can never ride something like that because I'm only 5'5", and he's like, I think he's like 6 foot now. Like, it's been a while since I've seen him, so he's probably grown an inch or two. He was like 5'11" the last time I saw him. My friend Brad he's only 1 inch taller than me. I think me and him were about the same height at the time. I'm not really sure. I mean, he had long legs, so like he's got longer legs than me. Like, I got pretty short legs. Like, I wear a size 30 leg pants. I mean, even that goes down to the bottom of my foot. But I guess you don't want it to be like too short. Just short enough so you're not like dragging it. Like, when I wear jeans though, it like covers half of the bottom of my foot. Like, I always have to like pick it. I always have to like roll it up, and then I just keep doing the same thing. And then I'm like, I never have this problem when I'm wearing shoes, because like shoes like kind of block that situation. So yeah. I've been doing drama for a couple years. I was gonna be involved with this show this year, but I got kicked out a week and a half prior to the show, and they have already found replacements for me. And I'm kind of pissed about it. Like, I'm really pissed off. Like, I mean, they're just trying to do the best for me because, like, my anger was getting kind of out of hand, and you can't really blame me for something like that. I mean, the thing is, I have Asperger's syndrome, so it makes it hard for me to socialize and communicate. Like, most of the time, I don't have a problem with it, but like, I can only take in so much information before I get ticked off, you know? And it's really hard to hold it in, but I just try, because, like, I've gotten so much better about it. Like, keeping my emotions under control. Like, I didn't really start learning about it until, like, a couple months ago when my principal brought up what I had. Something about autism, and I'm like, autism? You know? And I was actually told about it a while back. It was like 2017. Something about me having autism. But, and then they brought up another thing about ADHD, and I'm like, so I have ADHD? And just so you know, I don't really show any signs of ADHD. Because I don't have it. It was really just the Asperger's. But yeah, I started kind of learning about my diagnosis, and like one day in early February, we actually had a meeting with the cast, and we kind of showed them like clips of a video, and I was kind of telling them about what I had, like, and they didn't see that, you know, and I kind of wanted to give them an understanding because, you know, it was, you know, like, I guess the way I was acting, like, part of the time, I guess it was kind of affecting their performance. And, you know, they were, like, whenever I did act out, they would always be like, you know, what's your problem? Like, or like, they would, like, tell me to chill out, and I'm like, you know it's hard for me to chill out. Like, right now, I'm actually pretty chill, because, you know, I got nobody in here with me. I'm in front of a camera, and I'm just kind of telling you guys about, like, you know, what's going on. And then I actually have people ask me questions. I mean, they don't really ask me questions. Like, I mean, what I meant to say was, like, I had them, like, give me some feedback and stuff. You know, this one girl, my friend Emily, said, "I'm sorry if I ever treated you badly," and I'm like, yeah, it's okay. And I forgive you. And then another friend of mine, I'm not going to give away too many names. And there's another friend of mine, he said he has, I think he's got, like, I'm not sure if he said it was like a brother or a cousin. Might have been a cousin who has a similar thing to me. And we're kind of just talking about it. And it was like this one person, she's a senior, really nice girl. She was giving me some really good advice, because she felt so bad for me. Because she said to me, you know, if anybody ever says anything bad to you, like, don't be afraid to tell them that you don't like what they're telling you. And I'm like, you know, this is really good advice. Like, I almost broke out in tears when she said that. Because I was so happy about, like, all the support my friends were giving me. And And another thing, like I have some friends who are in 5th and 6th grade. Um, the 5th graders weren't there. Like we have some like really young cast members, like 4th and 5th grade. Like they weren't at the meeting because like I was told that maybe they weren't ready to take in this kind of information because it's like a lot for them to absorb, and they wouldn't really understand it. Like I told them, maybe they should know, so they're aware of what I got going on. Like, although I don't really express that in front of them because I'm like, yeah, these guys are just kids, man. I do have some friends in 6th grade, and like I really like hanging out with them. And of course, I was told, high school freshmen should be hanging out with a bunch of 6th grade girls. But like, they think I'm funny. They like having fun. Like we would like backstage. They would go behind a curtain. Like we would always play this game, and like I would always get my face close, and I'm like making a really scary face, and they would open the curtain up, and they would get so scared, and I'm like, and they were like, ah! So funny, man. Man, I don't know. I haven't seen them since the departure. Ever since the departure, like, I haven't really been quite myself. I mean, I've been myself, but, like, I've just had these thoughts running through my head. And it's been almost 2 months now. And I'm just kind of thinking to myself, like those two guys that took my place in the show. And I didn't go to the show because, like, I wanted to be seen on, like, I wanted to appear on stage and not see it from the audience. Like, even if I did go to the show, I would probably think, like, when I see those two characters, and I'm like, this is supposed to be me. Why am I not up on stage, doing all this stuff? And it's getting kind of dark over here. I might need to make an adjustment. But yeah, I'm like, I think that to myself now. Like, it was such a. Hang on a second. Let me adjust. I can't even. Okay, I can't even see a thing now. Hold up. Like, I think that now because I've seen pictures on Facebook of, Admiral Boom and Von Hustler from Mary Poppins, and I'm like, this is supposed to be me. And, like, the 3 years that I've been in drama, like, I haven't really got any leads, but, I mean, a couple of speaking parts is good, I guess. Like, I've had, like, 4 other roles as well. Like, I've had, like, 4 ensemble things. Like 7, actually. Like, 7 if you count me as a backup singer. Like, we would be backstage during the Feed the Birds scene, like, because I was in chamber choir. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm still in chamber choir because, like, I only have, like, 1 music class now ever since my transfer. Like, it doesn't really say, like, I do have choir, though. They do call it choir. I call it chorus because, that's what they call it at my old school, and I'm just kind of used to that stuff, For some reason, I do kind of miss it at my old school because the teachers were nice. I've got some friends. One of my friends who was in 5th grade. Her name is Leah. She's actually a very nice kid. Um, I haven't seen her since the departure either. The last time I saw her was actually the day before I got kicked out. Like the day before that, we were just kind of talking to each other on Snapchat. Because that was the only way I could get a hold of her outside of school. And me and her were just talking like friends. Playing games. Like it was one game. It was like a zombie apocalypse kind of game. Where we're just kind of shooting zombies. It was kind of cool. And I guess for some reason her parents made her hang up on me, which is kind of sad. She really liked me though, and I guess her brother got on her Snapchat and unadded me from there, and I'm like, I am going to do something about her brother because she's a nice kid and he can't be doing that, like. And I even said to my course teacher, these are the only friends I've got. I've been kind of thinking about the same stuff ever since. It's good. I gotta get a bag for my cans in here. Maybe like a trash bag or something. I think I got burnt working up. I just set it on top of my fridge for now. I don't know if I've got any more stories to share with you guys. I guess just the thing is, like, I've kind of been through a lot these past couple of months. Like, I've been through a lot for years, actually. Like, you might see me in my videos as just a happy guy who loves playing music and doing other stuff, along with my Five Nights at Freddy's series, which I'm probably not going to get back to. I might, but, like, I can't make any guarantees. But yeah, like in reality, wait, hang on. Excuse me. But in reality, like, I'm not just a happy guy who loves playing guitar and singing. Like, I love to sing too, in case you haven't known. But, like, yeah. In reality, I'm a kid. Like, I'm a high school freshman who is not really the best at socializing with people. And I've had people there's people that have been uncomfortable with hanging out with me, being around me, which is kind of sad. But I do got friends who are really supportive. There's adults as well. One of them is actually my mom, my friend's mom, actually, who I consider to be my friend. I mean, she does take the time to talk to me. She's actually very supportive, and I've told her about my friendship with my friend Bella, who's another 5th grader who was in the musical, and me and her like to have fun. She didn't really seem at all bothered by it. She's actually a very nice person. So, enough about my sad life. Let's get to the fun stuff. Like about the whole similar to, I mean, kind of like the festival. I guess I can tell you a story about when I first started learning songs on guitar. I think I have already been playing for a year and a half, and I still wasn't really that good. And I started learning Metallica songs. I think No Remorse was actually the first song that I learned, and I didn't really play it correctly at the time. Back then, I was just kind of doing my own thing. I can demonstrate that I can play it now, real quick. The opening riff was the one riff I couldn't get right until sometime later, because I was just kind of and I realized it's actually done like this. I could play that riff fine back then. It was just the opening riff that I was struggling with. Then I kind of started learning some other songs like Creeping Death and Seek and Destroy. Seek and Destroy was kind of one of my favorite songs, but but of course I was still struggling because when I first started out, I didn't actually try very hard. I was just kind of randomly shredding, doing some random shredding, it's like moving your fingers very fast and picking randomly. And I guess at the point where I've been playing guitar for 2 years, I actually start getting pretty good. And I've gotten pretty decent. I was still kind of I was still kind of a messy player. And, over time, I've gotten better at the guitar. And I've been less sloppy. I've been learning harder songs that I couldn't play in the past. My playing's gotten more complex over time. If you've noticed, when I had my old YouTube channel up, I was just kind of doing simple Metallica songs Hit the Lights and Seek and Destroy. I remember one time doing a cover of Metal Militia, but I didn't play it correctly. I even done a cover of Enter Sandman, didn't play it correctly. Ride the Lightning, didn't really play it correctly either. I even remember doing a tutorial of how to play Ride the Lightning, and to be honest, I don't think I taught it correctly. My little tip, if you ever want to learn guitar, don't watch YouTube videos, please. It's a waste of time. Just, the thing that I've been using for years, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't start using it until, I didn't use it when I first started learning songs when I first started playing or learning songs, but I discovered, an app. I mean, not necessarily an app because I don't have the app, but I discovered a site called, I discovered this thing called Songster. I would always go on songster.com to, look at tabs, and I think it was like maybe late 2017 or maybe early 2018. Maybe late 2017. When it was like late 2017 when I first signed up for Songster. And I was just kind of like learning songs the easy way. Oh, and plus I had short hair at the time. Because I remember one time, like I got it cut because I had like I had a mullet, and in September of 2017, I think it was Labor Day. I think I got it cut, and then the next day I go to school with a haircut, and like throughout my whole seventh grade year, I've had short hair. Like seventh grade was like, you know, the best short hair year I've ever had, because it was adapting to our generation of boys' hairstyles. Although mine looked pretty strange half the time. Like I remember, like when I first got my haircut, I had like a spike or something. Kind of like because I wanted to like, I'm not necessarily copying somebody, but like, I don't know. I just like back then I was like Matt the Riff Master was my favorite YouTuber back then, and I just loved him. He's his YouTube channel used to be pretty fun. I mean, it's still fun. Like, although he looks a lot different now, and I'm not trying to be mean to him, because I still like the guy. Um, I guess like he didn't really have as much. Like I remember when he used to do the James Hetfield picking style, like a lot, and then he kind of changed that up. Like I think he still uses it, but like he like does this now, and he's got like a whole bunch of other guitars. Like he's got these weird fancy looking guitars. Nothing that I'd ever really play. I mean, not that I wouldn't play them. I just really wouldn't purchase them. I mean, he does have like, I like he does like the V shape and the Explorer shape and the Les Paul shape. Of course. He also loves I guess throughout time he's had like he's got some equipment from Ernie Ball, and he I don't know. I guess all I'm trying to say is he's changed. Not entirely. I've kind of changed as well. I'm not really that proud. I mean, I'm proud because, you know, I finally got to grow my hair out, which is cool. Um, I mean, I'm surprised, like, you know, back then, like, I liked having short hair. Now that I actually have it grown out this long, I don't want to cut it. I could. I think maybe the day that maybe, like, I'm, like, completely bald up here, or maybe partway bald. I might do a full shave or something. Either that or maybe like just leave the back on, like kind of that phase that Scott Ian from Anthrax went through. Am I getting any comments? Not yet. I've had people come on here already though, which is good. Oh man. No, I guess one question I have to ask, like, have you ever done something for so long that you just want to be seen by the public eye? I sure as hell do. And I've always wanted to be in a band. And of course, start posting a lot again. Like, I remember, like, back in, like, 2000, like, late 2017, early 2018, where I was posting videos every day. Like, it was a great time. Then I kind of just slowed down. I got lazy. I'm lazy now. And then back then my content wasn't family friendly. Like my content's not necessarily family friendly, but like, I guess it does. I guess I do try to go for audience members, like, like young adults and up. Like if people who are like the age of like 9 or 10 were to view my channel, like, I guess that wouldn't be too bad. Cause like, I honestly don't care who views my channel. It's just a cool thing, and I can see that we've got a viewer. Hello, hi, how you doing? So I guess the thing about my audience, just be careful about what you post. Like, and I've kind of learned that over time. It took a long time for me to learn, actually. Like, you see me, I'm just here talking, telling you guys stories about, like, my life and what I've done in the past and my best interests. And, you guys have known me for years. Oh, I thought that was coming from inside. And so anyway, and people do like me. There's some people that hate me. Like, I do have my share of haters, just like everybody else. Like, even the most popular YouTubers are hated by, like, a certain group of people. I guess the thing is, like, some people just don't like certain things. And some people do like certain things. Me, I'm a heavy metal guy. Like, I'm a thrash metal guy. Not the best fan of, not really the biggest fan of pop music, like, or whatever everybody's listening to now. Like, it's not one of my favorite things. I am more of a hip hop kind of guy. Sometimes, or like rap. Like, not everything. Maybe like a couple of artists. Like, my favorite rap stuff comes from like Anthrax when they did "I'm the Man" and "Bring the Noise." "Bring the Noise" was actually a cover. I mean, it was actually a collaboration. Like, it was a song by Public Enemy, but like in 1991, they decided to recreate the song, and it was like a metal rap elegy. It's like, turn it up, bring the noise.
It's like one of the best things. Oh, excuse me. That
they've ever done. You know, I'm not sure if you guys listen to Bring the Noise or I'm the Man. I'm the Man is actually an original song. I mean, as a New York blue collar band, you're gonna have creative personalities when it comes to, like, stuff like that. I mean, of course. I mean, Scott Ian was from Queens, and I think Charlie Benante was from the Bronx. Like, I'm not sure where everyone in Anthrax was from, or like has ever been in Anthrax. Like, I don't know. So I was earlier I was talking about, like, the history of, like, you know, how Dave Mustaine got fired from Metallica, and he went to form Megadeth. You know, that was originally what this live stream was about. Like, I don't know what happened. I just got kind of bored. Kind of wanted to do some other stuff. You know, something to pass the time by. Like, usually I don't really talk a lot, but I'm glad I did. You know? You guys really love my content. And I don't know who's viewing right now, but, like, feel free to ask me some questions. I might do a Q&A with the one person that is on the stream right now. Like, is it just one person? Yeah. So yeah. Let's do a Q&A. Okay. I'm not sure if you're gonna take this seriously or not. It's fine. I mean, of course, with the coronavirus going around, things haven't really been easy. Of course, you know, you do got people, you know, freaking out about it, you know, like, it's, doing TikTok videos about the coronavirus, you know, like, wash your hands in 2019, wash your hands in 2020, you know, it's like, it's crazy. Like, you know, when I first heard about, like, schools getting canceled, like, I didn't actually think that schools in St. Lawrence County were gonna shut down, and they did. They did. And I've only been going to my new school for, like, we've been going for about, I've been going for about 2 weeks before they canceled. So it's like, you know, like, I have all this crap happen, I get transferred over 2 weeks later, and we're in quarantine. And I haven't really been out since then. I've just kind of been hanging out at my house, hanging in my music room, playing music. And, like, at first, when I heard about the coronavirus, like, way before all of this happened, I was like, maybe it's just a version of the cold. But it's like, it's not necessarily a cold. It's like the flu, but, like, a lot worse. And we've already lost some great people from the coronavirus. Kenny Rogers was one of them. He had a song called "The Gambler," which was pretty good. Look at one song that I liked by Kenny Rogers. I'm not really much of a big country fan. I do love Garth Brooks though. Garth Brooks is like one of the best country stars in music. Like, I kind of like a lot of his early work. Like, anything from his debut to his 1993 album In Pieces. I guess anything beyond. I guess anything like later than that was pretty good too. But it was the first 5 albums that you really get into. Like, I know what you guys are probably thinking. Like, what am I doing listening to country? I don't really listen to it voluntarily. Like, I don't usually Google Garth Brooks' music. Like, I used to listen to it on CDs and stuff, which was kind of cool. It was pretty cool. You know? And, you know, a little story, actually. I just thought of a story. The first band that I really got into, it was Metallica, you know? It was the first band I ever got into. It was like March of 2016. I was 10 years old at the time. And you know, I've been a big Metallica fan for about I've been a big Metallica fan for 4 years now. Because I remember my friend actually I think it was like I started getting into Metallica. There was a CD. It was a Master of Puppets. That was the first album that I ever bought by Metallica. And Injustice for All was the next one, and then I got Kill 'Em All, then I got Ride the Lightning, then I got the Black Album. Then for Christmas gift, I get Load and Reload. And then I get Death Magnetic. Then I get Hardwired to Self-Destruct. So far, I have all the albums except for Saint Anger. So I have I have 9 of their albums. I got most of their albums. I have a couple of Iron Maiden records. The Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, and Power Slave. Like, I got the 1998 remastered versions of those 3 albums. I also got a live record from Metallica from it was a Through the Never from the motion picture. And what else do I have? Like, I have an Ozzy Osbourne CD. And like, I guess the recent CDs that I've got, like maybe like a few months ago, like back in November, I picked up Van Halen's debut album, and I also picked up a Pantera compilation album. So the first 10 years, it was like a decade of domination. So I picked up those 2 CDs. I haven't listened to the Pantera CD yet. I've listened to the Iron Man CD. It was pretty good, pretty cool. And you know, my mom actually bought a CD. Like, she actually bought that album like a while back, but we lost it. So I come bringing it right back. So, I'm like really tired. Like, I'm not tired. I'm just bored out of my mind. And, you know, back to the Tri-Town Summer Festival thing. I thought about doing it again this year, but I'm gonna put on a solo act. Hopefully. I have a friend who is part of the festival committee, and she runs a thing at SLC called called Summer Rec, and I've gone to Summer Rec for a few years, and she's a really nice person, and me and her talk sometimes, and we kind of caught up a little bit. Like, I asked her, like, I mean, I didn't ask, but, like, I told her that I was interested in doing the festival, and she said she would tell the committee, but things would be on hold right now because of the current situation. I mean, right now we're, like, we're, like, almost halfway through April already. Like, almost halfway through April. The 37th anniversary of Dave Mustaine getting kicked out of Metallica. We're one day away from Easter, which is cool. Easter's tomorrow. Happy Easter, guys. I might do a live stream or a video. Maybe I might just do a video or something. Like, I might decorate eggs or something, do some fun stuff, try to bring the channel back a little bit. Kind of get back to where I need to be. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same stuff as before. It can be. But, like, just kind of have some fun, Like, did I get any comments yet? There's nothing yet. There's one person viewing. I just want to know who that person is. Maybe it's my friend Brad. I don't know. Oh, I'm like, my sleep schedule is kind of messed up. I think I actually got up at like 8 o'clock for once, but then I laid in bed for a little while. Like, I'd like to start getting up early again. And right now it's 11:47 Eastern time. Right here in northern New York. And please forgive me if this stool is bothering you guys. But like, yeah. Like, back when I had my old channel, I remember back in 2017, it was December 19th, 2017. I did the longest live stream that I've ever done, which lasted for 3 hours, 40 minutes, and 12 seconds. Like, the longest live stream that I have ever done on this channel, and it's been gone since last year. And next month actually marks the 1 year anniversary of me deleting my old channel. Like, I still have the same account. Like, of course, I got the same account. And I'm going to use it to make more appropriate videos. And that's what I did. I'm being ridiculous right now. What are you looking at me? Huh? Why are you looking at me? Huh? This is my flying V case. It's looking at me funny. It's so looking with your big head. It's almost as big as my head. I think it is as big as my head. Like, the head on this case is as big as mine. Like, as big as my head. Just check it out. Although I am, I'm like a foot and a half taller than this thing, though. Yeah, I like to have fun. I'm gonna stretch a little bit. Oh. I just thought of something. I could do some acoustic stuff. Living and dying, laughing and crying. Won't you have seen it? We'll never be the same. I found the fast lane, it's just how it seems. It's hard as heavy underneath me, yeah. Motorman, that's how in your mind I can't think it any other way. Motorman, the sign of living fast, it is gonna do every other way. Like, playing Metallica songs on an acoustic guitar is like the best. So is Megadeth songs, Anthrax songs, Slayer songs, Def Leppard songs, Judas Priest songs, Iron Man songs. Any song. Just any song you can think of on a guitar. One that's easy though. Like we don't want to go like complex Megadeth style here. Also, I'm in C sharp standard tuning, like D flat standard. Just kind of tuning here. Alright. I guess we can just do some acoustic stuff. I might grab my capo. Only reason I tuned down to a low tuning on this guitar is because I got some stiff strings on here. Acoustic strings are pretty stiff. See, I'm not the best when it comes to like acoustic stuff, you know? Enough with the capo. Alright. Sometimes you need someone to keep you cool. Yeah, sometimes you babe need something to keep you cool. That's got something for you. I forgot that lyric. I'm your ice cream man. Sometimes you're man, stab me when you're passing by. And all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Alright, boys. Just around 11 o'clock. And I'm passing by just around 11 o'clock. And if you let me kill you one time, you be my regular stop. Alright, boys. I got food and pop, vanilla, Dixie cups. I got flavors and push-ups too. I'm your ice cream man. Stab me when you're passing by. And all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Yeah, I'm your ice cream man. Stab me when you're passing by. I'm your ice cream man. Stab me when you're passing by. And all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. I'm your ice cream man. Stab me when you're passing by. I'm your ice cream man. Stab me when you're passing by. Yeah. And all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. I just did Ice Cream Man by Van Halen, but I forgot that one lyric at the beginning that was like, look outside. Is it like look outside or something? Like Dave's got something for you. Of course I changed the lyrics to Matt because my name is Matt. You know, Matt Horan, you know, Matt's got something for you. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when you're passing by. Stop me when you're passing by. Jamie's crying. Jamie is crying. She wants Eddie Van Halen to play that guitar. I think I might do that real quick. I've learned the Van Halen riff. Let me turn my phaser on. This is probably one of the most recognizable riffs in rock history. I need practice. See, that's one thing guitarists have trouble with. Just like, when you got like positionings like this, you gotta like look what you're picking, you know? I wish I could play that riff. Oh, I know what you guys want. So, some skin on my teeth. some nice headbang in there. Alright, that's enough giving myself whiplash and probably a concussion. I need to be conscious for the live stream right here. Can't do it if I'm unconscious. I'm just saying. You know? I think I've been on here since like 10:15 or something. It's like, you know, I'm just like on here for a long time. Well, it's been about 2 hours now, almost. I think I'm hungry. Excuse me. So, let me tell you the story about my flying V. It's a pretty interesting story, actually. I think I've always wanted a flying V since I was like maybe 10 or 11 years old. I remember one Christmas back in 2017, I did get a V guitar, but it really wasn't what I was expecting. I mean, when I saw the head, I almost thought, maybe it's a Kirk Hammett style guitar. Maybe it's like maybe it's like that, like ESP LTD shape, you know, like that he uses, but like, it wasn't that. It was actually a V guitar, but it wasn't what I wanted, necessarily. It was like, it was a pretty good, it had a terrible sound. And it just, I'm trying to imagine what it looks like. It just looked bad, you know, it looked bad, it sounded bad. I just didn't like the guitar. Then in 2017, I kind of started looking up the Flying V guitar, like the Gibson Flying V, and I was kind of just looking through them, and I think I was on a call with my aunt, who I don't really get in touch with anymore. I was kind of telling her that, you know, I've always wanted the Flying V, and I was kind of showing her pictures of like cool looking Flying Vs. And I find one. It's like, you know, it's cherry red, rosewood fretboard, you know. It looked perfect, you know. And later that year, guess what I get? That's right, my Flying V. Like Christmas, you know? Christmas Day, I open a box, there's my Flying V. And, you know, I just plug in, and I just love the sound of it. And my Flying V doesn't really work right now. My dad's got to take a look at it. Either that or he's got to take it to a place to look at it. We actually thought about taking it to a store called Mainly Music, because I think that's where they got the Flying V from. Like, they had the owner, who was actually a really nice guy. I think they had him order it for me. Either that or they ordered it online, I'm not sure, but like, you know, when I got my Jackson Rhodes, like a few days after I got it, I cracked like the neck, like where the headstock would be. So I take it in and I get it looked at. Like maybe like a week and a half later, I call back and they tell me it's all fixed, and they only charged me $10, which was pretty good for a cracked neck or for cracked broken headstock. I don't know what you call it, but it was just amazing. Like they super glued it together, I guess, and you know, like when I found out like when my flying V was broken, I mean, it wasn't broken. When it wasn't working, we figured, like, there's a problem with the input jack. So my dad puts a new input jack in it, like, but he also had to fix the neck where the headstock, like, he also had to fix the neck where the headstock is. Similar problem to my Jackson, but not as bad. And he actually did a pretty good job doing it. And so I plug my guitar in and I go to play it. But for some reason, there's no sound coming out of it. And I'm like, what the hell? Why isn't my guitar working? Like, maybe I gotta get some new hardware for it. I don't know. But I've had this guitar for... I've had this guitar for over 2 years now. Like, I've had this guitar for 2.5 years. Like I've had problems with it. Like, it's like every guitar that I've ever known, like, either didn't sound good or would always break. And I've just kind of stopped playing them because of that reason. Like, I haven't given up on my flying V though. That is like my prized possession. That's like it's like my baby, you know. I just can't give up on my flying V. Like, have you ever had like a prized possession and something went wrong with it and you just couldn't give it up? Like you didn't want to give up. You just don't want to give up on it. Right. Like, have you ever had that happen to you? Well, that's exactly how I feel about my flying V. I don't want to give up on it. Like, I know that there's still hope that it can be fixed. We just don't know what's wrong with it. What? I wonder if the mic is on. Nope. Alright. I gotta fix these little legs here. It's fine. It's not a big deal. You know, so I got another story. So the first time I what the hell? So it was the first time I ever I go to summer rec. It was like summer of 2011, I think it was. I was like 5 at the time. So I go to summer rec. Like, it was first day there, and I remember saying to the person who runs the program, no school, because you're going to school, but like, I mean, not necessarily school, but you're walking into that building, and you're like, well, what the heck? I thought school was out. I'm not sure if they asked me if I wanted to do summer rec, or if they forced it on me. I'm not sure what they did, but I don't know. Just the thought. maybe they asked me if I wanted to do summer rec. Maybe my parents asked me, and I said yes because I thought it would be fun, and it was fun. The only sad thing is, I wasn't really a popular kid back then. I was kind of a pariah, because I would always have these outbursts, and going there made me feel bad because it was like school. Like I would always hang out with the counselors. Like even if I could still go to summer rec, like I'm probably too old now. Like I'm probably old enough to be a counselor, although I think they saved that job for like older kids. I don't know. Maybe they do it for. Maybe they let all high school kids do it. I don't know. Maybe it's just for like. I don't know. I've seen. Maybe I could be a counselor. I don't know. But I think I would like always hang out with them. I don't know. They were just so nice. All the kids were mean to me. Like I felt like I couldn't fit in. I had a hard time fitting in with people. Story of my life. And I go to rec for a few years. 2016 was my last year. And I could have gone the year after that, but I chose not to because I felt uncomfortable with like everything, like people were just being mean to me and I just couldn't take it anymore. So I didn't want to have to go to summer rec that year. And so then I spent the next couple of years going through the similar stuff, like of course with my guitar playing, people love my guitar playing, but like some people would like try to tick me off or something, and something's happening. There we go, just got my brightness back. But yeah, they would always target me because they knew it was easy to get me going. And I just I've had enough of it. Like it's been going on for a long time. Like ever since I got transferred to another school, it's been a lot better for me. Of course, some students from my old school have connections with the people at this school. And I've had I was scared that they would start spreading rumors about me that weren't true. And I kind of feared it back at SLC. I was trying not to say the names of the schools. But yeah, it's been kind of a long road for me. I don't know. I'm bored. So I guess the story about growing my hair out, I can probably tell you. Definitely, actually, I can definitely tell you. So March of 2018. It was March 1st, 2018, where I got my hair cut for the last time because it was getting kind of long, and I needed my hair cut. So so I got my hair cut, which would be the last time I got cut because like I had a show, like I had to do a High School Musical the next day, and the day after that because I was in a musical called High School Musical, which was the first which was the first drama that I've ever done, and got my hair cut, and then a while after that, I thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna stop getting my hair cut, and I decided to grow it out. And of course, I've got it trimmed a couple of times during the process, which didn't make me too happy because it didn't really grow too long like I wanted it. Like if I would have just left it alone, it probably would have been longer. Like probably would have been down here. I don't know. Like my hair's so curly. Like I'm the kind of guy where like once you grow your hair out so long, it like messes up, and you gotta like make sure nothing happens to it. Just like don't sleep on it. Funny. I mean, I sleep on it. Funny. Like you sleep on it like in the moisture of the air, kind of like shapes it a little bit, and it really ticks me off because like, and I've been using my flat iron for about 5 months. Like yeah, I've been using the flat iron. I've been using the flat iron. Maybe it's 4 months. I don't know. Let me count. Yeah. So I've been using my flat iron for about 5.5 months now. No, no. I've been using my flat iron for 5 months, and then I decided to just let it be curly, for a while to prevent damage to my hair. I might leave it curly for a little while longer. I thought about using my flat iron again because it's been about a week now. Like, I would always heat it up to 400. I'm just seeing if anybody's on. I would always heat my flat iron up to 415 degrees Fahrenheit. That was perfect for what I needed. Like, I know they say don't go any higher than 400, but I just did it anyway because, like, I started off low, maybe like 325. That wasn't really enough. Like, if you see my profile picture, that's like, let me get a good look at it. Yeah, my profile picture. That's a picture of me after using my flat iron for the first time. Now, I have tried in the past straightening my hair with a curling iron. You don't really get the same results. Plus, the curling iron's on and it doesn't really heat up that hot. And it was just a pain right in the butt for me. Like, I can't believe that I would even go through all that trouble just to, have good hair, Like, I don't know, I just thought, like, Only reason I stopped using my flat iron because, like, one day I was on a meeting with my teachers, and she said, I stopped using my flat iron for a week, and it really helped. And I'm like, you know what? I ought to do that. So that's what I did. Stop using my flat iron for a week. I might use it again, maybe tomorrow. I don't know, or leave it curly for a little while longer, or a long time. Maybe not a whole long time. Maybe not like a long time, but
Long enough where
it's gotten to the point where I've got healthy hair, and I actually do look good with straight hair, like not completely straight, like wavy. Okay, maybe it is completely straight, but like not too straight because like you've noticed some like curls on top or something like if I had somewhere between curly and really straight, I'd be happy. Closer to the straight area though, like because it's just really hard to take care of. Like with the straight hair, it's actually a lot easier to mess with. And I can do a lot more things with it, I guess. I don't know. So it's been over 2 hours now. I'm like super bored. Super duper bored. So, alright. It's no chats. No chats. I gotta get more subscribers. I gotta stretch again. Oh. By the way, Stevie T hasn't viewed my cover of Burning Sunlight Everlasting yet, I don't think. I don't think he's gonna view it. Maybe he got the email, like, I'm not really sure. Maybe he's just avoiding it. He's probably gonna think, this sucks, alright? And it kinda does suck. I will admit, I have to admit that it kinda sucks. But then he's probably gonna think, maybe he might like some things about it. Maybe it won't be the worst thing that he's ever seen. Because he's seen a lot of bad things. Like, he's seen a lot worse. Trust me. He has. But I don't know. Sometimes he does like to look at guitar guts. He claims it's not his favorite thing, though. Just look at this hair. Some people think I'm a girl. I've had people think that I'm a girl before. Not in real life. So I was like, usually when I'm trolling people on Omegle, kind of just, scrolling through, going, talking to strangers, just kind of talking crap about them. The usual stuff. And, sometimes, people like to tell them lies or something. Like recently, when I've been on, when I go on that site, I usually like to do, little bits, kind of act out. Like, I mean, not act out, but like act, and see if people feel bad about these sad stories and stuff. Other times I'm just doing whatever the heck I want on there. Because like people are talking crap about me as well. Excuse me. Mm. Me and Zac Efron have the same birthday. I guess realize that because I was born on October 18th, 2005. He was born October 18th, 1987. So we both have birthdays on the same day. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Although, I just think that, because like October 18th is like my favorite day. Like, it's my birthday. Like, and I'm gonna be turning 15 this year. It's gonna be a big turning point in my life. I know, I like, how like girls in like Mexico have like a quinceañera. What the hell? Yeah, I don't care. Jesus Christ, I get texts from like these strangers or whatever. Like, guys in Mexico, they just have a regular birthday. Like, I did think about throwing like, the first ever quinceañero. It would be like a quinceañera, but it's for guys. It's not a quinceañera, it's a quinceañero. I'm gonna throw the first ever quinceañero. I'm gonna like get all these pounds of ground beef. Like invite a whole bunch of friends over. A bunch of family as well. Just get tacos, burritos, or whatever the heck people want. It'll be great. I might even get a sombrero. I'd be like, hey, I got a sombrero. I can't tell if that was like Italian the way I just said that. It's me, Mario. I have a high pitched voice sometimes. Like, it's me, Mario. It's me, Luigi. Everybody likes my brother Mario. Nobody likes Luigi. Whatever. You can laugh at me all you want, I don't care.
I gotta look outside real quick.
Oh, looks like my dad's working on something. Looks like interesting work. Looks like he's doing something to the garage. Had it for about 5 years now. It's where I got my first music room. And then I remember locating to my brother's bedroom because he moved out of there for a while to live downstairs. And then he eventually moved back in up there. And then I moved back out to the garage, like in the loft, because that's where I had my first music room, up in the loft. So I got the loft, and then I got my brother's bedroom, and then back to the loft. And then I moved some of my equipment downstairs, and that, there's a storage room that became my new music room. Sorry, I had a tongue twister there. or speech impediment. I don't know. And then in February, I moved all my stuff in here, which is kind of cool because I got my drum kit right here. Got my guitars. My bass guitar isn't really working because I broke a knob off, which sucks. Kind of weird how one knob affects the whole bass. And you know, it's like every guitar I've ever. I think I already said that though. I think I was about to say something that I've already said. I might play some random stuff again. Do some riffages. So. Play this one. All right. I'm gonna try something. And then I guess there's like one riff in the song that goes So, I thought about, I think my next guitar cover might be AIR by Anthrax. I'm trying to learn the song, like. Let me think of something. I'm gonna think of a Slayer song. Oh, you know, the first Slayer song that I've ever learned, I think it was the only Slayer song I've ever learned. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I remember playing, Jesus Saves. Yeah. So that was Jesus Slave. Sorry, that was Jesus Saves by Slayer. I almost said Jesus Slaves. Free to slaves. Free the slaves. Jesus saves the slaves. Jesus saves. Jesus saves. Jesus saves! Whatever. You know. You guys might be wondering why I chose this trailer. It was actually suggested by my mom. You know, we actually own the trailer. We used to have people live in here for 3 years, I think. Yeah, we had people living here for 3 years, and then they moved out. You know, my grandmother actually lived here before them, and my grandmother actually passed away back in April of 2018, and it's been almost 2 years now. The 25th marks the 2-year anniversary of her passing, and I kind of miss her. She was really close to me, and she wanted to live to see me graduate from high school, and she didn't even live to see me get reach 13. She didn't live to see me turn 13. Cause she was only 12 when I died. I mean, I was only 12 when she died. I almost said she was 12 when I died. That's kind of awkward. Nah. But yeah, she had breathing problems, and she would always have to have a oxygen tank near her, whenever she went out, and she would always have oxygen in her apartment. And one day, she got pneumonia, and this was only a few days before she died, because she was kind of weak, and her body was giving up on her. And I guess one night, it was early in the morning. It was maybe 3:30 or something. But maybe around 3 or 3:30 in the morning. I guess my mom gets a call, and it was somebody at the hospital saying that she doesn't have much time left. And I was sleeping through all of this. My parents didn't bother to get me up. They both rushed to the hospital, and she dies right in front of my mom. My mom watched her die. I think she held my dad's hand as she was dying, or something. I don't know. I don't remember the whole story. I mean, I do, but I don't know. I have to ask them about it sometime. And it was maybe it was 10 a.m. around that time, maybe later, I'm not sure. But mom and dad are gone. Me and my brother are the only ones in the house. And they get home and they have us sit in the living room, and I ask them, um, you know, is is it like is it is it good news? She says no. Like, is she okay? She said no. I asked her, is it bad? And then she said yes. And I'm like, oh my god, something's wrong. And she broke out in tears and that, she said she passed away. And I just kind of sat there for a moment, I just listening to her say that. And I sit there with those words in my mind, just thinking, I can't believe she's really gone. And eventually, my brother breaks out in tears. Eventually, I was like holding it in, because I didn't really start crying at that point. And then my mom tells me it's okay, and I was like, I know. And then I start crying. Like, normally I would never really cry about somebody dying, but she was like really close to me. And I only cried for a few minutes. Like, and my grandmother told me if she ever died, she didn't want me to be sad, but I was. I mean, you can't just expect somebody to die and not be sad about it. Like, that's not how it works. I mean, unless it's somebody that you hate, but I love my grandmother very much. And we had her body cremated, and her funeral was a few months after her death, and my whole family was there. And my mom was the only one out of 6 children that my grandmother has had that showed up at the funeral. Like, all of my aunts and uncles on my mom's side didn't bother to come. I mean, my uncle, my uncle, my great uncle came. With his girlfriend, who's 10 years younger than him. They actually came up a month before the funeral to visit. I remember they came up, and I was like, and I did this thing for the Matt Horan Club, where I eat a dried out cayenne pepper, and my mouth is like burning. I think I remember the exact date of that video that I did. It was like, I think it was May 12th, 2018. Oh, no, it wasn't a month before the funeral. It was 3 months before the funeral. I just remember that. So it was 3 months before the funeral. And I'm like, okay. I don't even know what to say. I'm just talking about random stuff now. I have thought about trying to become more tolerant to spice. So, as of my spice training, I'm actually growing some habanero pepper plants. I've got 6 of them that are growing. And I want to try to, like, you know, become more tolerant to spice. So what I thought about doing, growing some pepper plants. Like, I want to be able to have enough peppers for the sauce. So maybe like mostly habaneros and some bell peppers for like flavor. Recommendation, like whenever you go to like make hot sauce, like you want to make sure you have at least a pound of peppers, because if you don't have a pound of peppers, then you can't make sauce. I mean you could, it just wouldn't be as interesting, wouldn't be as fun. Like, so once I make my sauce, I'm gonna do a video of me eating hot wings if I can stand it. It's probably gonna be the most stupidest thing I've ever done. It's gonna be the hottest thing that I've ever put in my mouth. Either that, or I think the hottest thing I put in my mouth was like a really spicy burrito or something. I'm not really sure. Because I remember this one time, like, we were on vacation in 2016, like, I think we were coming back up from Florida. Either we were heading down or coming back up. We stop at a Mexican restaurant. I order a meat burrito. And, they give it to me. And I take a bite out of it. And I'm like, this tastes good. And then I start realizing, it's a little spicy. I'm like, oh my god! My mouth is on fire! So, and I have a couple glasses of milk, and that wasn't really enough to calm the heat down. I'm like, oh my god, my mouth is still on fire. Like, oh my god, I need like a gallon of milk or something, I was about ready, and I was like, call the police, man. They're trying to kill me. And I could have ordered taco or something, but like, I wanted to get something that was on the menu, like you would do at most restaurants. Well, I mean, like you would do at every restaurant, just, of course you don't, like, if you don't see something on the menu that you want, like, I wanted just like a taco or something, like, what, they don't have tacos, so I'm just gonna order a meat burrito. What good? I think everybody there speaks Spanish. I mean, it was a Mexican restaurant, so this ain't your average Taco Bell that we're talking about here. Like, I do remember on the way back up from Florida, we were in South Carolina. It was like right on the border of South Carolina and North Carolina. And we went to an amusement park called South of the Border. I think we're there for like maybe half the day, most of the day, I'm not really sure. But we go there and we get on some rides. Bumper cars, the bumper cars were like my favorite part of the amusement park. Because, like, you get to, like, crash into people, you just crash into people. And it was fun, This actually reminds me of another story about an amusement park. So, I remember back in 2018, I go to a summer festival. It was like a No, it wasn't. It was a carnival. Like, I go to a carnival with a friend of mine. Her name's Akeisha. I haven't seen her since her grandfather died, and it's been a long time. But like, I go to a carnival with her, and we're just kind of having fun. And like, we're there for a while, like, you're just kind of having fun, and then, like I was going there to meet my friend Brad, so I meet my friend Brad, and he's got a sister there with him, and we're just kind of going on rides together, and there was this one ride that I was really scared of. Like those rides like where you go like really slowly, like really high, and then they just drop you down as fast as you can. Like there was one ride there. I don't remember what the name of it was, but like it was really scary. Like I was like, just drop me already, please. Like why are we going so high? And then they dropped me. I'm like, oh god! I was insane. It was insane. Like that was the one ride that I was scared to ride. Like that I was scared to get on. Like and I made a deal with my friend, and I'm like, you know what? If you go on a ride that you're scared of, then I will go on a ride that I'm scared of. It was kind of like that, and that one ride was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Like I was actually scared to get on the ride, and I'm like. Like, the drop, like, I literally thought I was gonna die. Like, you don't just get on a ride and, and not expect to die. Some people die on those things. Like, there was, like, this one, like, swing thing, like, you know those, like, boat-shaped rides, like, when it was, like, it's, like, shaped like a big ship, and, like, it takes you up, and then they, like, sit in the far back of the thing, like the back seat. Like, I think that was about as scary as like the drop thing, because like you're going up, and it feels like you're going up at like a 90-degree angle, and like you get like jumped out of your seat a little bit, and then you go back down, and you go like up like that, which isn't so bad. But like once you get like to here. And you're like looking down, and you like go like hop like an inch or two out of your seat or something. Like it's like a near-death experience. You just can't go back. I'm getting scared just talking about it. And of course, we were given like. My dad gave me like $50 to get in, and a whole bunch of other money to spend. You know, it was fun. It was a fun experience. I will probably never forget that carnival. I just it was a great experience. The best. And last year, for summer, we didn't really take a vacation because we didn't really have, like, any money saved up for a vacation. And, you know, I thought about planning a vacation this year. Either we could go camping somewhere, or we would have some family come up. Either one. It would just be nice to have a family vacation. And, you know, like, I feel like the last 3 years, almost, like, the past almost 3 years, probably the funnest years of my life, and also kind of the worst in some ways. Because I remember before I even joined YouTube, I was just a normal kid who was playing guitar, sucking at it. You know? I mean, when you first start out, you're gonna suck at guitar, of course. I mean, it's not like, you pick up a guitar and you can just play anything you want. It doesn't work like that. You gotta put work into it. I'm gonna get something to eat after this. I don't think I've eaten today. It's almost 1 o'clock. So, all of you guys that have... Oh my god, my friend Brad. Yo, Brad, what's up? Sorry, man, I didn't know you were on, dude. Like, what's going on? Oh, yeah, Joey's on too, my buddy Joey. Like, I didn't see the chats. Like, I didn't know you guys were on. Like, what is up? Like, yeah, you hated that boat thing, I know. Are we going again? Yeah. LMAO, yeah. Are we going again this year? Um, I might think about it. You know, I might earn some money. You know, right now. I'm actually saving up to buy a new guitar. I'm trying to sell that sucky Jackson. You know, like I like Jackson, but you know this guitar is too small for me. But yeah, if you want, we can go to the carnival again, and you know I think it would be fun. I mean, last time they just gave me money. Like I hope this Corona she is over by this summer. Same, man. Hopefully. I mean, we do get to go back on like the 29th, I think. I don't plan on it ruining it. Yeah, me either. You know, it's like, you know, so it's good times, I gotta say. Because I'm going to camping with Goose on the 17th because it's tradition. Are you going on April 17th or sometime during the summer? April. Oh, cool. I guess it's too late for me to ask then. I don't really plan on going out because of the whole coronavirus thing. Like I don't mind going out, but like I can I have mod? What's mod? Like I haven't been out since the quarantine. Like I've been outside and that's it. I haven't done anything else. I haven't gone to any stores or anything. I haven't been to any friends' houses. Like my cousin has come here a few times. She's came here a few times. Can you make me a moderator? Sure. I don't know how to do that actually. Um, I'm actually gonna wrap it up. Pretty soon. Um, so I just wanted to I wanted to thank everybody for coming on, and you know, like all the people that did came on. Oh, click on my name and click moderator. Okay, for some reason it's not giving me that option. All it says is, are you sure you want to block this ID? It's not. I don't know. For some reason it's not letting me. Let me hold it. Let me try holding it. No. Yeah. I get that. You know, it's like so hard. So I'm gonna wrap it up here because I've been on for a while. So click on my name. I tried, dude. I tried. All it says is, you know, are you sure you want to block this guy? And I don't want to block you. I'm clicking on your name. Hold on. Set. Yeah, I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone. Hold it. Okay. It's not doing anything. It wasn't doing anything, and it's doing the same thing when I let it go. So yeah, I don't really know how to do that on my phone or anything. Yeah, my phone is dumb, I know. Make fun of the Android user. So, so anyway, I am looking forward to the carnival this year. I'm getting an XR. Cool. You know, I have thought about upgrading to another phone, but I'm kind of satisfied with this one. I mean, I've had it for a year and a half, and I'm quite happy with it. You know, for some reason they don't make this phone anymore. Like, for some reason they had like a weird charger cable that had the same plug-in on both sides. I like iPhones. You know, I haven't really been big on iPhones. Like, my dad, I don't think we can like afford iPhones. I mean we could, but like I don't know if my dad plans on it. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap the stream up. Wait, I'm gonna wrap up the stream because it's been a long time. So everybody, thank you for coming on to the stream at the last minute, which is kind of funny. So everybody, that an Android is more expensive, yeah. So everybody, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Click the little button below, and if you do, also let me know in the comments below that you're subscribed. Also let me know if you get notified, and this is the point where I want to end the stream. So I'll see you guys next time. Rock on, my peeps! And I will definitely text you on Snap. Later. Alright.